How's it going, guys? We're back with some more Morrowind. I know it has been a little while. Reasons for this are basically because I've been busy, and because I actually bought a new computer. No worries, because I've transferred over all my mods and all my saved data, and I think everything's going to work. You'll also notice that I am playing in glorious widescreen now. I actually got a mod that allows widescreen, and it looks oh so much better. Actually, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm in the right resolution. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I think what I was doing last time was finishing off some of these Fighters Guild quests, so let's see if this guy's got any new jobs for me. Okay, I got advanced again. Let's see if he's got any orders for me. So basically what I need to do is go to Disopla Mine, which is northeast of Fallon Serrano, which is a stronghold, apparently. And it's west of here. And he marked it on my map for me.
I feel as though I should know you.
So it's somewhere around here, apparently. What did he say? Northeast? So it's around here somewhere? Gosh, I can't remember how to get out of here. It's one thing I really hate about this, this area is that it's like impossible to get out of if you don't remember the way. I think I remember stairs. Apparently not, though. So, I think the last time I posted was before Skyrim came out. Ah, perfect, I can get down here. I did get Skyrim. I actually got it on release day. I've been playing it, quite a bit, not a ton. What's that noise? Huh.
I'm all yours. I see I stand in good company.
That's weird. It's like maybe I'm hearing things, but it sounds like the water is like crackling. No, it's not doing it over here. Okay. It's probably not doing that on the recording at all. It just sounds like I'm going crazy over here. Anyways, the thing that I was speaking of before I got distracted by the crackling water was Skyrim. So I have been playing it. I haven't logged an incredible amount of hours in it, but I think I might have mentioned before that games aren't my only hobby, and certainly not my only obligation, so you know, that's to be expected. I haven't spent like, you know, 7 whole days playing it or something. Although I was sick the other day, and I pretty much just played it the entire day, and that was pretty awesome. So I know I said I was going to be doing a Let's Play of Skyrim, and I think I still am, but I kind of wanted to just play it for a while before I did the Let's Play. I find that when I'm doing a Let's Play, I feel like I have to maybe play a certain way, like trying to make it entertaining to watch, I guess. Or feeling like, you know, if I'm wandering around too much, it might get boring. But, I just kind of wanted to play, you know, just play the game and see some of the cool stuff I could find, and see that my fire enchantment apparently works underwater. Critical damage. Now I'm stuck on a box. No, I'm good. There we go. Okay. So I'm probably just going to be playing it a little bit longer before I start on a Let's Play. And I mean, there are no shortage of Skyrim videos on YouTube. So it's not like the 2 or 3 people that actually watch my videos are going to be missing out. But I will definitely be getting around to it eventually. What I might actually do is, rather than doing like a Let's Play like per se, maybe I'd do something more like I'll just play, and then when I find something interesting I'll record it and that sort of thing. We'll see. Good news is the new computer I bought is quite a bit more powerful than my old one. I actually am able to play Skyrim fairly smoothly on ultra settings, which is pretty cool. Not that it's actually not the most taxing game around. And I know lots of people are hoping that there are actually going to be patches that will increase the performance, and that's always welcome. I don't know why I'm just walking there. I probably could have traveled to here and then I would have been like halfway there already, but whatever. This is a little bit different playing this again after Skyrim, that's for sure. I guess I could just discuss my general thoughts on Skyrim at this point. Basically, kind of the way I feel about it is, because I'm not one of those people that's like... I spoke about this in my last video, I think. Like, I'm not one of the people who was like thinking it was going to be the greatest game of all time or something. But I really like it a lot. If I had to give it a star rating... well, I haven't really beaten it yet or gotten that far into the quest, so I don't think I can really give it a star rating, to be fair. So I'll hold off on that, but I mean, let me put it this way. I think it's so much better than Oblivion. And I know Oblivion gets a lot of haters. Daedric Ruins. Should I? Okay. Maybe I'll hit those on the way back. I kind of want to, I mean, I've got so much money and so much enchanted crap. I kind of just want to, kind of... Okay. I kind of just want to get these quests over with and move on to something else. I was remembering the Tribunal expansion and some of the really cool stuff that you can find there, and feeling like maybe I want to move on to that. Apparently that's this stuff right here. Interesting. Anyway. So, I don't know, the other thing I could do is continue on with the main quest of Morrowind proper, like the, you know, just the vanilla game. Something attacking me? I think it's this thing. Okay. Anyways, I'm trying to remember when I played through this game the first time. I think I actually did the Tribunal quest first. There's really so much to do in this game. I mean, this world is huge. I mean, I've been playing for a while just for this playthrough, and look at all this stuff that hasn't been explored yet. And, I mean, all these areas are handcrafted, too. The thing that I really like about this game versus... Hello? This is an Ogrim. I think it's the first time I've come across him in this playthrough. Unfortunately for him, there's pretty much nothing that can stop me in this at this point, because of all the insane gear that I have. That's the one thing about this game over Oblivion, and probably over Skyrim, although I haven't really done much enchanting in that game. You basically become a god in this game. I hate Daedroths, they shoot poison at you. Hey, remember this? Oh, the poison went away. Okay. No more fart jokes, apparently. I'm okay with that. So as I was saying, anyone who's been watching this series knows I get very, very distracted when I play Morrowind. More so than most other games. This is a hunger, which I believe I've killed before. I'll be taking your skin, thank you. 26 lessons, or 46 lessons of Vivec book. Excellent. If you remember, I'm putting together a collection of those. Dremora with a Dwarven Claymore, I think. Yep. I was kind of thinking about it. Before I go back to what I was talking about before. And I kind of feel like maybe using the weapons from this mod is a little bit cheap. I mean, this sword does 65 damage on a chop, and it's one-handed. This Dwarven Claymore, which is like mid-range gear, does 33, and it's two-handed. I know that there are weapons that are this good, but they're more like in-game equipment, so I was kind of thinking maybe I would kind of downgrade, just because it seems like the game's getting a little bit too easy using this mod. So next time I find a weapon that's reasonably good but not overpowered, I think I'm just gonna go with that. So anyway, what I was talking about before, which was the fact that you become a god in this game, maybe? I know I was talking about that. There might have been something else I was talking about, but basically, in this game, and I've spoken about this before, but you, through your enchantments and your equipment, you essentially become unstoppable, and there's no NPC who can even touch you. Even, you know, the bosses of the game and the gods. You do actually meet some gods. Hey, look, bandits. But I mean, I could basically stand here at this point. And he is weakening my armor, so I'm gonna kill him, but you see my health restore is actually faster than he can damage me. So I think I'm gonna downgrade. But I mean, I haven't even gotten the best equipment yet. I just have some good enchantments on. But when you get all the highest end equipment in the game and you run around, you are pretty much unstoppable. And you don't really... Apparently I just leveled up. Always do strength. Let's go intelligence and willpower since those skills are lower than the rest. Actually, I don't really need intelligence though, to be honest. I'm gonna go speed, yeah. I probably said this before, but intelligence is basically just for magic. It's, well, what it directly affects is it's how much magicka you have, which is the blue bar here. And then it also affects sorry. It also affects the spells, like certain types of spells, like Restoration, Alteration maybe? I don't know. Basically, certain types of spells use intelligence and certain types use willpower. I think that's the mine right there. So I don't feel like I really need to equip that or increase that because I'm not really going the whole magic route this time, as you know if you've been watching. Yep, this is where I needed to go. What did I need to do here, though? I need to go find this one dude and do what he says, okay. Pretty sure it's not you.
Precious, so make it quick.
A pack of Nyx hounds was attacking the miners. Healer went down, hasn't come back. And I have to go take care of him, apparently. Oh, this is a glass mine. Fortunately, you can't craft your own items and armor like in Skyrim, so collecting the raw glass doesn't really have too much of a purpose other than selling it. I think they're not attacking me because I have the passive wildlife mod on. Not that those things could even hope to touch me anyway, but... So now I have to escort the healer back to the entrance. But anyways, I was also Really? Really? Okay. It's like that's gonna be what prevents me from finishing the Fighters Guild. So that was one thing I was talking about. The you basically become unstoppable, you know. The other thing I was talking about was this game versus Skyrim versus Oblivion, and basically I was talking about Skyrim and what I thought of it. So I do think it's so much better than Oblivion. Space. He gave me some raw glass, that's nice. So now I have to go all the way back. Well, I guess I'll start going that way then. So the thing about Oblivion is that the vanilla game, in my opinion, is far, far inferior to Morrowind's. Now, it is kind of odd that I should say that, because certain things, such as the combat, are so much better in Oblivion. Even though the combat in Oblivion isn't, you know, amazing, really. But, I mean, let's face it, the combat in this is pretty bad. You just click, and your stats determine whether or not you hit. But, there's something about the Morrowind, the way everything works in Morrowind that I kind of like. I guess you feel more like leveling... Hello? Sure, why not? You feel more like leveling up and stuff has an effect upon how you actually do in the game. Whereas in Oblivion, I mean, yeah, you level up and you get more health and all that, but I was hoping to make that first shot, but anyway, you You feel like it's more based on the player's skill, which normally wouldn't be a bad thing. What is this? Wow, that's really cool looking. That must be from the mod. How much damage does it do? 1 to 58? That's actually better than what I had. Huh. That is a really cool looking bow. Really nice model and texture. So the game's determined to trip me up while I'm talking here, but basically what I'm trying to say is that... Oh great, I'm missing some textures here. Well, I can try and fix those after. I can try and fix those after I start recording. I haven't really played this since I upgraded my computer, so... Or bought a new computer, rather. I realized it was going to be more expensive to upgrade than to just buy a new one, so... I opted to go that route. At any rate... Got all distracted here. So in Oblivion, you know, it feels more like... It's more based on the player's skill, which normally wouldn't be a bad thing. But because of that, it gets frustrating when you go into an area where there are really strong enemies and you feel like you should be able to beat them, but you can't. Versus in Morrowind, it's pretty... Seemed like that was really loud. It seems like you should be able to do things when you can't, basically. And there are certain things, because in Oblivion, you could lockpick a master lock with a 0 skill in lockpicking, because it's all based upon... I don't think that's an enemy. Oh, it is. It's all based upon the player's skill. So I guess it feels less like an RPG and more like an action game, which... you know, again, it isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just what you feel like playing. And a lot of people bash Oblivion. I'm not going to do that. I think Oblivion is a great game, actually. It's just people compare it to Morrowind, and let's face it, if this kind of game was made today, it wouldn't sell that well. Obviously the graphics, but let's say Morrowind had Skyrim's graphics, but this kind of gameplay. I think in general people don't really want to play this kind of game. So certain design choices almost had to be made. I mean, you know, Bethesda wants to make the best game they can. In my opinion. A lot of people would be like, no, Bethesda just wants to make money or whatever, but I don't think so. I think they really do love what they create, but they also have to sell a game, you know what I mean? They can't just say, oh, this is the Ring of the Wind, fortify agility 30 points on self. That must be a unique item. Huh. Okay. Didn't even know that was here. Well, it was a good thing I decided to stop in here. So anyway, as I was saying, hi, come fight me. No? Oh, I've come to his rescue. Maybe I can... He wants a Divine Intervention scroll. He says maybe I can find one around here somewhere. Anyways, as I was saying... so I feel like the design choices that had to be made even if I personally don't like them as much, I do feel like they had to be made, and they had to make that kind of game. And I mean, Skyrim takes steps in the right direction, absolutely. With, things are more, they're sort of more, there's more of a balance, let's say, between what the player does and what this player's supposed stats do. And I kind of like that. One thing that I was kind of hoping for in Skyrim was to go back to at least a little bit closer to Morrowind style of quite literally go anywhere, do anything at any time. But I understand why they didn't want to go that route, because in this game you can completely screw yourself over, and I've spoken about this. When you just kind of roam around and kill things, or even raid dungeons and sell off certain items, you can screw yourself over where you can't complete any quests, including the main quest. Later. He gave me 2 gloves, which are actually worth quite a bit of money. Anyways. So Skyrim, you can't quite go anywhere, do anything at any time. The Dark Brotherhood is one example. You can't enter the Sanctuary unless you've done the proper quests, just like in Oblivion. If it was Morrowind, you know, you'd be able to go in, kill everybody, take all their stuff, and, you know, then if you wanted to do the Dark Brotherhood storyline, you'd basically be screwed, but, you know, to have that kind of freedom, it's pretty interesting. But it places a lot more pressure on the player in a way, because, a lot more responsibility, maybe. If you don't know what you're doing, you feel paranoid, like I can't kill anybody, or I can't go anywhere because I'm going to screw everything up for later, but I don't know, I kind of prefer it that way. But that's just me. I guess what I'm trying to get at is everything feeling a bit more scripted versus a bit more open. Morrowind, I guess, is a little bit closer to a sandbox type game, even though it's not a sandbox type game. But you definitely have a lot more freedom. But with great freedom comes great responsibility, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, so I'm going to leave it at that for that topic. I really don't have a lot of carrying capacity left, but I would kind of like to check this out. Ooh, one-hit kill. I got a sneak attack on that guy, I'm pretty sure. I heard the critical hit sound very quietly, heard it. Nice. Man, that bow just looks awesome. Oh. Oh wait, that guy might not be bad. Yeah, he was just hanging out with all these Daedra for some reason. So what else was there to talk about Skyrim? The graphics, obviously, are very nice looking. They're not the best I've seen, to be honest. I do think that some people have legitimate points when they say that it feels like it was designed for it feels like it was not designed with next generation hardware in mind. I feel like that's kind of the case. Whereas with Oblivion, even though the Skyrim graphics look better than Oblivion's for sure. Oh, really? I can talk to this statue? Looks like we're going to be doing another Daedric quest. after I take some of his stuff and fight off a Dremora. So, what was I saying? Graphics, Skyrim. Oblivion's graphics, seems to me anyway, were designed to go a bit beyond what the current hardware could handle. And that's why the graphics looked so good for their time. And it's also why it was so hard on everybody's computers at the time. Skyrim... kind of sticks more with what the current hardware is capable of. This is trapped, so... So my computer, which was several years old, probably... Oh, hi there. 5 years old, with some upgraded components. I was able to run it somewhere between medium and high before I upgraded. I keep saying upgraded, but what I mean is before I bought a new computer. I guess that would be considered upgrading. But, and in this new computer, which is not by any means top of the line, like the best you can get, I only paid about $800 for it, and it's got a GeForce, one of the higher end NVIDIA cards in it, but by no means the best. And it's got by no means the best anything in it, really. It's all the higher end of the middle of the road stuff, components wise, I guess. But I can run it on Ultra, whereas I know when Oblivion came out, the current hardware, top of the line stuff, you know, people were like, yeah, I'm still getting, you know, lag and the Great Forest and that sort of thing. And some of that was due to optimization, but you see my point. To be honest, I don't really care if Skyrim's graphics were developed for, you know, the last generation of hardware. I don't really care because I think the graphics look great, although they do have their awkward, odd moments, such as the textures and that sort of thing, which people have talked about. So there's no need for me to dwell on them. But yeah, I mean, I think the graphics look great. Whether they're designed for the last generation of hardware is debatable. Maybe they were. Oh, do I have a soul trap spell? Yes, I do. I found some more Grand Soul Gems in that last bandit cave, so I'm gonna trap me some more Golden Saint souls so I can enchant some more stuff. I think that was the only one, the only soul trap spell I had. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Molag Bal here, because might as well do a Daedric quest while we're here. Oh, hold on.
Mentenar has grown careless.
There we go.
Lazy. He sits in his wretched cave while life on the surface goes on unmolested. He was spawned a creature of terror.
Why is my mouth
His
moving?
role is to sow fear and discord among men and mer. Yet he is content to stay locked in his cave and mock my will. set his soul flying to the outer realms so that I might show him eternal torture for his disobedience. Take this key. You will find him in the caves of Corridor, east of Kogorun. Kill this lazy fool for me, mortal. Do this, and you will have my favor.
Okay. So, basically he has a minion who is lazy. And I'm supposed to go kill this minion so that I can be rewarded. Now, he says he is in Corridor, but I have no sort of indication where that is. As far as I know. Perhaps it's marked on my map somewhere. This might be something I have to look up, or it's also possible that I can ask around some of the NPCs. Maybe that barbarian outside knows. You there, fine fellow. Whoa. I know I saw something that was attacking me. Now everything's too loud again. Okay. There you are. Oh, lots of things are attacking me apparently. Well, I'm gonna try and head back to the city, see if I can ask around about where that dungeon might be. And if not, I might actually just pause recording and look it up. The game doesn't usually leave you completely lost with no way of finding out where you're supposed to go. So back to Skyrim. I spoke about the graphics. I spoke about, it's like somebody got murdered. Oh, I remember this. This is an Easter egg. Meaning, you know, an extra put in by the developers. This guy has a hammer known as the Ban Hammer. Hardy har har, right? I definitely want to take that. But I'm over encumbered now. Let's see what I can get rid of here. Maybe I'll just get rid of those. Ah, just barely. Okay, I can move again. So yeah, this item's just a little developer joke, basically. It's just a regular steel hammer, but it's got a fire damage enchantment on it. The main reason you would want it is because it's called the Band Hammer, which is kind of funny. I don't want to have to... Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to be over encumbered if I take that. Yep. Is there anything else I can get rid of here? How about one potion? There we go. So, let's go story for Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion. Perhaps the thing that makes me like Morrowind the best out of all the Elder Scrolls games that I've played. I haven't played the first two. I think it's the atmosphere. And part of that is the story, but more than that, it's just kind of the world that's developed and created, and the just the way it's presented and the way it...
welcome.
Hi.
What may I do for you?
What the? Did I just hear somebody die? Voice is a little bit loud now. I don't know, it probably doesn't sound loud at all on the recording, but...
Outlander, what do you want?
Anyway, I just feel that Morrowind's, the world that is created with the atmosphere is just a little bit more immersive. That's just my opinion, though. Wow, those sell for quite a bit. I guess I could buy some repair hammers. Just trying to get rid of some of this weight here, but... So that's my opinion. I think that Morrowind's world that it creates is more immersive. And that's just the overall atmosphere. Obviously the graphics aren't the best. They're incredibly dated. But, I don't know if you can hear me at this point because of the sound. I can't really tell how loud it is in relation to my voice, so my apologies if what I'm saying is not hearable. Figured these guys would attack me, so. Now, I think that part of what makes me more inclined to like the atmosphere of this game is just the freedom of it. I think something's attacking me. Maybe not. As I said before, it just feels less scripted and more open, for better or for worse. But one of the good things, in my opinion, about that is that you really do feel like you've just been thrown into this world. And you basically start with nothing. I mean, you're told at the beginning of the game, you know, you've got duty to report to this guy in Balmora. and that starts the main quest. But whether or not you actually do that, it really doesn't matter at all. I mean, when I first played this game, I spent hours and hours not doing any quests, just running around and killing things and raiding dungeons and treasure hunting. And in fact, I never even felt like I needed to do any of the quests until one of my friends told me, "No, you should totally do the quests, they're awesome." And I'm like, oh, alright. So I tried them, and yes, a lot of them are awesome. A lot of them, as you've seen in this Let's Play, are just, you know, retrieve quests and go here, kill this quests, but you know, every game has those, let's be honest. And lots of newer games have those even. So to fault it for that doesn't make too much sense. That's fine. So when I play Oblivion and I play Skyrim, I don't really get that sort of feeling. Yes, the world's huge. Yes, you're free to go wherever you want. You don't have to follow the quests. But in Oblivion and Skyrim, I feel like you are very much kind of pushed in that direction. Is that crackling again? I don't know. Something around here. Maybe it's like torches or something. Or maybe there's fire burning up there and that's what the sound is. Who knows? Anyways, I'm going to give an example. Well, one example is just the way that the games begin. Oh, made it. I mean, in Morrowind, you're thrown into this world, basically given nothing, and told, you know, go report for duty here, and that's it. In, oh cool, I made it.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
In Skyrim and Oblivion, you start out in the middle of kind of a greater story, which is cool, you know, it's cinematic and that sort of thing, but you feel more like you have to do the story. Wow, that looks pretty cool. It's worse than... wow, it's worth 65,000. Well, I've got plenty of money. I'm gonna go ahead and trade out for this sword right here, which is technically worse than what I've been using, but I'm okay with that. I did say I wanted to kind of downgrade to make the game a little bit less easy. Although that still does 50 damage, which is quite a bit. But whatever. Only had to pay 15,000 for it once I unloaded a little bit of other stuff. Is it enchanted? No, it just has a flaming look to it. Okay, whatever. Looks cool. So I think you probably understand what I'm saying here.
Stay as long as you like.
It's more like you don't necessarily have to do the quests, but you're very strongly pushed in that direction.
You flatter me.
So it feels more like a more like a story, but it feels more scripted, I guess, is what I'm getting at. So I don't know, it's more of a preference thing. I prefer the more open kind of games, where I have a lot more freedom to do whatever I want. It's kind of why I'm drawn to games like Minecraft, I guess. But anyway, that's
Welcome,
let me
friend.
talk to this guy and get my
I
next
feel
quest.
as though I should know you.
I thought I already killed the Corpus Stalker. Oh, okay, I already got the Corpus Stalker quest. Another 200 septims for whoever brings Rel's Tenem to justice. Murderer who's escaped, who was last seen near Voss. While you're taking care of the Corpus Stalker, you might want to track him down. Yay! Okay. And Voss is like up here? No, that's Voss with an A. I'm looking for Voss with an O, which is right there. Okay. So what I'm going to do real quick is pause recording, unload some of this crap, and then I will be back. Okay, I'm back, and I have traveled to Voss and deposited some of my stuff. So I'm supposed to be asking around for that one guy or something. Probably should have started here. Supposed to check with some local farmers. Why is that so loud? Check with some local farmers because they will probably know where he is. Okay? Are you a farmer? Okay, check the Ahimusa camp, which is up there. Why is this house crooked? And so I was talking about earlier, well, a couple seconds ago, probably in the video, several minutes, real time. I'm going to give an example of the immersion in Skyrim. There's a quest. I'm not going to spoil anything or give anything away, but there's a quest where you're running around. Kind of see what this does. Cool. Where you're basically running around to various dungeons and defeating high-level enemies to find the different pieces of this amulet. Well, I finally got to this one cave where I needed to go, and I find out that the door needs a key, so I can't pick the lock. Whereas, you know, in Morrowind you can pick any lock. This person says we have to be better friends before she tells me about this dude. So I have to go to Shalit, which is, what did she say? To get there I should travel northwest, and if I come to an old Dwemer ruin I've gone too far. So it's up here. So anyway, you know, I spend a couple hours actually going to like 2 or 3 different ruins, killing some like boss type enemies, and then come to this cave and it says it needs a key. So I'm like, okay. I look back through my my inventory and the stuff that I put in my storage. I don't see a key that would open it. So I go look online. You know, I search it up on Google, try and find out how to beat this quest. And it turns out that in order to get into that door, you have to be a member of the Mages Guild and have completed through a certain quest in the Mages Guild quest, or you know, the Winterhold Academy, I think it's called. It's not technically called the Mages Guild, but that's what it is. And I've said this before, I don't really roleplay when I play Elder Scrolls games, but I kind of have in mind the kind of character that I want to play, what this character does, and maybe some sort of, not really a backstory, but just like how I imagined this character is. And so, for me playing, I was kind of somewhere in between a warrior and a thief. For the game to make me, you know, join the Mages Guild, I didn't appreciate that very much. Even though, you know, it's not a big deal. I looked it up, and the quest that I had to complete to get into the cave was like really early on, but just the fact that I had to do that, I thought was a little odd of it as far as design choices go. I'm gonna go ahead and go in here because why not? And in Morrowind, there's none of that. I mean, if I wanted to go fight the final boss right now... Ah, that crackling. Oh, it's in here. So you have to go through this ancestral tomb first. That's interesting. Well, anyway, what I'm getting at here is that... Oh, she's a vampire. And she's dead. And she has a unique item. Constant effect. Reflect 20%, fortify acrobatics, and resist normal weapons 40%. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll be taking that. So without giving anything away, there are some special items that you need to actually defeat the final boss in this game, but if I wanted to go to the final boss right now, I could. Oops. I'm getting, what, poisoned? Oh, we gotta do this again. If only I had the Benny Hill theme playing, that would be amazing. For those of you who don't know what that song is, look it up because you will probably recognize it instantly. It's that one song, Yakety Sax. It's got a saxophone and it makes everything funnier. Anyways. Basically what it all boils down to is I prefer the more open kind of games when I'm playing this kind of game. Man, this does not want to go away. My health restore is counteracting it, but still. And Oblivion had tons of stuff like that in it. Found a note. And it doesn't really look important. Hey, the Imperial Broadsword isn't screwed up anymore. Just half of my other textures are, apparently. But not all of them, because these work. Well, anyway. Oblivion had tons of stuff like that. What the... Well, I didn't see the guy in here. There must be another way that I missed. I guess my point is I prefer the type of game... I know I'm repeating myself now, but if that were like Morrowind, I would be able to waltz into the Dark Brotherhood stronghold and kill everybody, like I already said. You know, I could lockpick that door, whether I was a member of the Mages Guild or not. So I don't know. I found that a bit frustrating. Looks like there's something here, but all in all, I really like Skyrim. I think it's a step above Oblivion, definitely. Oh. I guess I have to go up there. Fortunately, I have that levitation amulet that I made. It's possible that there's like an alternate entrance up here or something, but... Hi there! Yeah, I don't particularly want to get hit by that, even though I'm pretty sure I would be fine. Oh, that's not even the guy we're after. Seems like the only weapons that are messed up, as far as textures, are the throwing weapons and the arrows. So maybe I just need to re-download that pink dwarven mace. Interesting. Well, I don't really want that, so... Ooh, almost got hit by that one. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, apparently I just resisted that magic, or reflected it. That's not the guy we're after either. That might fix that volume problem. Maybe. Oops. Oh well. I think that's him. Wow, he did quite a bit of damage with that strike. I mean, compared to the other people. Yep, that was him. Something about finding... Ooh. Lessons of Vivec book. Always happy to take those. Basically, journal page said something about finding some ruins, or a tomb or something. maybe he's talking about the ancestral tomb that I was just in. I guess we'll see as I go deeper in. Or not go deeper in. Yeah, I think that I was actually supposed to enter through the other side, but I just found like the secret entrance. And then the vampire is the sort of evil thing that he's talking about in his journal page. Well, it's all good. Let me travel back to there. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and turn in the quest. So if I got some stuff to sell him, and I do. I wonder, I guess nobody knows where that dungeon is for the Daedric quest. I guess I'm gonna pause recording and go look that up really quick. So give me just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I made it here. It was actually up here. Oddly enough. And I'm about to go in. It says lock level 95, but I was able to get in with the key. And there seems to be some sort of glitch with my sound because whenever I even adjust the sound a little bit, it fixes itself. So I'm not sure quite what is going on with that. Guess I'm just gonna run around in here randomly for a while, and then maybe I can figure out where I'm actually supposed to go. Well. See, that sounds really loud right now, but if I go here, it'll fix itself. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. I'm thinking maybe if I don't know. Not quite sure what the deal is with it. Probably going the right way, considering that finding lots of enemies. In pretty much any game, that's usually a sign that you're going the right way. Oh, this is the dude I was supposed to kill. He's a Daedroth, apparently. Daedric Wakizashi. And Thief Ring. Interesting. And a Daedric Staff. And I'm over encumbered. I did hit a couple dungeons on the way here. And I found this weapon, the Skull Crusher, which I swear was a unique item. But I found it on a Daedroth, or not a Daedroth, a Dremora. It might be an effect of the mod that I have. Let's see what I can get rid of here. For now, I guess I'll just drop that in the ground. Oh wow, that over-encumbered me. Well, I think I'm gonna have to do one of those pause the game and sell things and come back things, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And we're gonna talk to Molag Bal here.
You have freed the soul of Mentor Ma. Torment will be his. Endless agony is all he will know until the end of time. You have performed well, mortal. Perhaps you will be my servant again one day. Take this and use it well. Bring strife and discord with you wherever you may travel. Now, go!
So he gave me the Mace of Molag Bal. Doesn't look that special, just has spikes on it. Let's see what it does. Absorb strength and absorb magic when you strike with it, so that's pretty good. Cool. So let's see. I think I'm gonna... Well, I'm gonna stop recording, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm in Saran, and I just wanted to tie up a loose end here. I'm gonna levitate over this mountain. Very slowly levitate over this mountain. But I was just recalling something that happened in an earlier episode, and deciding that might be something that I want to take care of now. Anybody remember this guy? Well, this is Umbra, and he wants to die like a warrior, and I'm going to grant that wish. Holy crap, he's still really, really strong. If you remember, in an earlier episode, I tried to beat this guy a bunch of times and failed. He has the Umbra Sword, which is a very powerful weapon and a unique item. Now what I kind of like to do is make this guy a little shrine. Let me try that again. Where'd the other one go? Oh. Well, that's close enough. Rest in peace. Finally beat the crap out of you. Okay, so I'm going to pause recording again. I'm going to go drop off some of this stuff, my base, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back again. And,
Pleasure is all mine.
I think I'm going to do one more... Well, let's see. I'm going to do one more Fighters Guild quest, and then we're going to end it. So we need to... Okay. I guess I need to transport more alcohol to the miners. I think he said it was... southeast of the Ghost Gate. Okay. Let me go to the Ghost Gate real quick, I'll be back. Okay, I'm here. I know I've been doing tons of jump cuts this episode, but I feel like that's a better use of the video time than, you know, trekking between each region. So it's southeast of here, apparently. Well, let's try and get there. These are some of the most irritating quests, actually. I've got to be getting close to finishing all of that guy's quests, though, and then I think there's only one more Fighters Guild member that I can get quests from after him, so I think we're getting close. Hopefully. I am going southwest, not southeast here. Well, hopefully I can, hopefully I can find it. I'll just leave it at that. I know I've already been down there. What's the name of it? It's the, Dunirai Caverns. Pretty sure that's just an ancestral tomb, but it's never stopped me before. I realized earlier that I'm actually starting to run out of arrows. Probably need to go grab some more. Ah, really? Over encumbered? What am I carrying that's so heavy? Oh, all the Sujamma, which is what I'm delivering. Let's see, I'm carrying 20 of it times, yeah. That's weighing me down quite a bit. Okay. Huh. Well, I guess that's it for this dungeon. Whoa! Maybe I should just wait and see if the sandstorm goes away. Nope. Alright. Aw. Could just levitate over the mountain, but the place I'm looking for is more likely to be on a road anyway, so... Hello? Again, you guys know this. I have to go check that out. No way could I just leave well enough alone. This is probably the entrance right here. Yep. And apparently it's full of hostile people. Whoa, where did he come from? Guess it doesn't matter too much since I'm completely wasting everybody. Nothing really good in here so far.
Now you're going
Oh,
to get it.
okay. I'll take those arrows. Yeah, not really much in here. Oh well, that's good. It doesn't keep me distracted for too long. I'm imagining that it's around here somewhere. It says it's between the Foyada Sinudan and the Foyada Ashurdan, but I don't really know what those are. So, it doesn't really help me. I know the Foyada is like, this little thing right here is the Foyada, I believe. So maybe this is one and this is one? I don't know exactly. But I think it's probably around here somewhere. If not, I may have to pause and do another jump cut. Me finding it, but we shall see. Let me try a little bit further north, and then once I figure out it's not up there, I can head south. Sandstorms are such a pain to get around in. Wait. I really hope that's it. What was that sound just now? Well, hopefully this is the place I'm looking for. Oh, it is. Awesome. So now I need to find Nelacar. Which sounds like a wood elf name, maybe? I don't know. He'll be in here somewhere, so... Probably not one of the guys dressed in the rags, though. Or could be a high elf. Nope. There it is. Alright, so that's done. Let me do one more jump cut and return to Sage with Mora. Okay, I'm back. Alright.
It is such an honor to meet you.
I bet it is. I bet it is. Okay, so I'm gonna call it quits there for this episode. I'm gonna keep doing this as long as I feel like it, and as long as people are watching, I guess. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see ya.